helps protect you if your home is damaged or your belongings are stolen or destroyed or someone is injured on your property and you're held responsible.
What makes us rise? Why do we raise our voices as one? When did you learn the salute? Right over left, arms locked at the elbows until it burned in our joints and in our hearts. When you looked up and down those bleachers and saw 90,000 saluting alongside you, and it changed the way you lived on Saturdays. When you first saw a Gator. Before long, it became a pilgrimage. First wearing 11, then 22, then 7, then 15. We woke up not in bedrooms, but in shrines.
And the Gators kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Garcia. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Owls offense as they take control of the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
Entering settings screen, you have 31 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Owls in the hurry up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The run inside. It's Bernard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Turning it on. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. It's complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun. For the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 of the year. He's perfect.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators offense gets to come out for its 1st possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to...
There he goes! Picks up the 1st down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit. And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Langley. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
Running inside. It's Pryor. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. They'll run the screen. Powers through the defender. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
When you're trailing in the game, someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Trying to run, it's Moore. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I mentioned the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown Gator! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This will be the final play of the 1st quarter. Looking for room. It's Bernard. Got room at the... There's some room. The 30. Past the 20. And he just kept running it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Hold and fire complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hand off, Jaden running left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the run, it's Pryor. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oof, you got to be careful.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fighting off the defender. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative way to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. Fires on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Here's a give the ball. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And I like the thought process of an offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and on. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He splits the uprights. And with the field goal, we are tied. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged out of the air. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. The official says no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still... As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. And the Owls will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. As we start the second half. Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, the Florida head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Looking for space. It's Pryor. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5. The Gators want to move quickly. He wants to change this route. They'll move the tight end. Just feeds the running back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The run inside. It's ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Lets it fly deep downfield.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line is...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Off play action. Still looking on the move. He's going to run it. He's not going to get there. this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Fires it. Complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Gonna run it. It's Bernard. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Oh, they're after it! And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy.
Snags it and he's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On the option. The pitch. Breaks into the open. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Handoff for Ball. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
I've been impressed with this defense today, guys. Like, just really good job of being physical. And you've seen it show up on the defensive line, with linebackers, with safeties. Everybody doing a great job filling gaps, understanding discipline, and being where they're supposed to be. Really strangled this running game for this hill.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Shakes off the defender. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Here's a give the ball. There's a crease. Past the tag. Touchdown, Florida! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. It's Holloway. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Grab behind the line. It's Messer. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Keeps it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, complete.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the cornerback was up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Scrambling away. The throw. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Makes the catch. It's Henry. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe.
Touchdown, Florida! He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. He's got the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Goes to the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Makes it past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Doing it himself again. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the option. The offense coughs it up. Recovers the fumble. Now on the option. The option, he'll keep it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling right and going deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. Now the play fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the missed connection on third down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Knocked down for the tackle.